What if I tell you that after you watch this entire video, you will never have to search manually for leads again? Yes, you heard it right. I built an AI automation system that is going to bring me 200 plus leads in less than 2 minutes, right? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build the same system and use it for your business, and I'm going to break it as easy as possible so that even if you're just a beginner, you can also build it while I'm showing. So make sure you watch this video till the end and grab your laptops, open make.com, and let's start building this. So basically we are going to build this automation using make.com and Apify. Apify is that platform through which you're going to add in an extractor, and that extractor is going to give us the leads. Okay, so I'm going to show you step by step. So first is you need to come and create your make.com account if you haven't. So we'll just do that. So when you sign up, you're going to see interface like this, and from here you're going to click on my scenarios. So we are going to build it here, but I want that it extracts from two different sources. One is going to be the Google Map email extractor, and the second one is Apollo. Okay, so where you get the information of directly the CEOs and the founders. You can choose the post, the people, the location, everything. So I'm going to add in two ways, one which is going to be the Google Maps email extractor, and second which is going to be the Apollo. Okay, Apollo scraper. First step that we are going to add is tools. Okay, I'll tell you why. So when you click on tool, you need to come down and click on set variable. So when you're running this, if factor, now what I will do is I will just type in the Apollo scraper here in the variable value, and it is going to directly move forwards towards the Apollo scrape. So the first step is set a variable. So we'll just name it as platform. Okay, platform, and then we just save this. Now the next step is going to be the router. It is going to decide from the two paths which path it should take first. Okay, so add module, and then we'll just go and search here router. Okay, so click on it, and now you have two options. Okay, so we are going to set two workflows here. So now we have like two options. We are going to add again the tools option. This is going to be the place where we are going to add in the niche of our leads. Okay, so I'll just click on tools here, set variable, and this time I'm going to name it as niche. So if you want leads of particular niche such as consultants, so you can just type in here as a variable value. So I'll just click on variable name and name it as niche. Okay, and then you can just simply save it. Now next we want the leads of this particular niche, so we have to run the Apify scraper, which is the Google Maps email extractor. So we'll click on add another module, and we are going to here select Apify. Okay, so we'll go here and just select Apify, and here among the three options we have to choose run a task. Okay, and now you need to create a connection, and for which you need API keys. And let me tell you, Apify gives you a free trial, and it has like $5 free limits in which you can try it out and test it yourself, bring in leads, and after that you can pay if you want to, but you can also try it out for free. So right now we are going to choose and go for a free module. So I'll show you how to set it up. You need to search for Apify and then Apify store, sign up with your Google account. Okay, so this is what I have done. This is how the interface looks like. I have already used $1.62 of usage out of $5. Okay, so that's it, and the RAM is also there, 0 MB out of 8 GB. Okay, so now here we are going to add an actor, add a task, as in to run it. So I'm going to click on actors, and it is added here, but let me show you how you can also add it. Now to add an actor, you need to come to this Apify store, and here we are going to search for Google Maps email extractor. Okay, so I'll simply write Google Maps and then email, and email, let me correct the spelling. Okay, so email, and here the first one that you see, which is by Lucas, you are going to click on this one, and you need to come here, and then you are going to click on create task. Okay, and then you'll just name it as it is, and then continue. So here, as you can see, this is how you can create an actor. create new task. I have it here, that is why it is not adding once again. And now you need to actually connect or create your API keys. So you need to come down here and click on settings, and after this you need to go to your APIs and integrations, and you need to click on create a new token. And you can give it any name such as make.com trial, and then I'll just create it. And now you have the API keys here. So you'll just copy it here, and you are going to come to your workflow and click on create a connection. Now you need to just simply add in the API keys that you copied. So click on connection type and choose the Apify API token and paste your API keys here. And we'll just click on save. And after you wait for some time, you already have your connection here. So we are going to do it as yes, then you're going to click on yes, and here you have to select your task. So here we have the one, Google Maps email extractor. We'll just simply select this one and we'll click on save. It is this easy. Now you need to again add in another module, and it's again going to be Apify, but this time we are adding Apify to actually get the dataset items. So we'll just click on Apify again, and then you need to come down and click on get dataset items, and you already have your connection. Okay, so you need to go to dataset ID and come down here and select your default dataset ID. And that's pretty much it about this. Now before you run this task, I want you to do one more setting, which is click on show advanced settings, and here you need to copy the JSON code. Okay, so to copy the JSON code, you need to come to your Apify account, and you need to go to your saved task, or okay, and then you need to click on Google Maps email extractor, and you need to just simply copy this JSON code here. You're not writing any sort of code, you just need to copy it from here like this, and you just need to come here and paste it. Now, since it is written as restaurant here in the search string array, you need to replace it with your niche. Okay, so I'll just come here and I'm going to delete this restaurant, and you just need to click in the niche. Okay, that's it, you can just save it. You can also change the location, the way that you can also change the location. Right now it's New York, USA, and the places per search is going to be 50. Okay, you can change it, you can customize it the way that you want, the way that your clients want, or for your business particularly. After this particular setting is done, you need to create a Google sheet to store that information, right? And you just need to name it. We're going to just name it as lead gen, and then we'll just save it. Okay, so now we have this Google Sheets here. Now you again need to get back to your workflow and click on add another module. And here you're going to choose the Google Sheets. So click on Google Sheets and click on add a row. So we are adding those leads into our Google Sheet, and you need to again create a connection. You just need to sign up with Google like you do, and make sure you give complete access to Make, so that it can add those leads, change it, or do whatever. Okay, so now we have our Google account connected, and the search method should be search by path. The location should be my drive, and you need to select your spreadsheet from here. So we'll click on choose spreadsheet ID, choose file, and then we're going to find in the name of our the name of our and we are going to find in the name of our sheets, and we are going to choose the one which we have selected, lead gen, the one which we made lead gen, and the sheet name would be sheet 1. Okay, so here it's going to be the values which we have extracted from the Apify scraper. So right now you just leave it like this. I'll tell you why. Let's first disconnect it, click on unlink, and let the rest of the workflow run for once. Now we are going to test if it actually works, and then we are going to direct it to our Google Sheets. So in this niche option, we are going to add in the variable value, and we are going to, let's say, consultants. Let's add consultants. Okay, specifically business consultants. Okay, and we'll click on save, and then click, and now to test it, you need to click on run once. And now the Apify scraper is working and it is going to bring leads for you. Till that time, you can wait. Now, as we can see here, this workflow is successfully executed, but we are not going to find leads here. The reason is that we have not added the result to our spreadsheet. Now, what you need to do is again go to your workflow, and this time you need to connect this one and go to your Google Sheets, and where you have the values option, you need to come here and then you need to configure it. How you're going to add in the title, the name of the firm. Second, you're going to add in the address if you want. Otherwise, you can just add the category name. It's important. The third, we're going to add their phone number. The fourth, their emails. The next, if you want, you can add their LinkedIn. Okay. And the last, which we want to add, is their website, not the domain. Let's add the website. So all the information of the leads, such as their title, their category name, the phone number, email, LinkedIn, and also their website URL, is going to come here. And one more thing that I want to add here is the page which it has scraped, like their businesses registered on the Google Maps. Okay, so I'll just add in the URL here. So if you want to cross check anything, you can just simply do it with the link that you have. Otherwise, it's not that required. But if you want to, you can. And now you just need to click on save. And this time, when you run it again, you're going to see results directly in your Google Sheets. Okay, so I'm going to click on run once again and run once. And now let's see if we get the results. Now, as you can see, it's adding the results in our Google Sheet. You can see the number 38, 39, 40, and so on. This is the indication that the workflow is successfully executing itself. And let's wait. Now, it's done, and we've got 50 leads in our Google Sheet. So let's open it. We have 50 leads in our Google Sheet with their phone number, their titles, their website, LinkedIn, everything. Okay, so we'll just sort this out. Okay, let's. This is their official website, and this is the search page that it has scraped. Okay, so we have the list of these firms. We have the type of. So this is the list of the firms. This is the type of the firm. We have the phone numbers. We have their emails. We have the Twitter. I don't know why it has given Twitter when I selected LinkedIn. That happens. I'll just sort it out once again. But yeah, and then we have their websites. Okay, and then we have the search page URL. So let me check it here. I'll go to the workflow once again, and when I go to Google Sheets, in this I got, by mistake I have added Twitter. Okay, so I'll just go once again, and this time I'm going to add in their LinkedIn's. Okay, so yeah, you can add the Facebook, Twitters, all the information that is there. You can just paste it in your Google Sheet. So as we can see, this is how gave us 50 leads in under a minute. Yes, take that time to sink in, because this is so powerful that now you can use these emails or contact number to actually convert these leads into paying clients. Now we want to run one more scraper, which is Apollo. Apollo is the place where you can get the information of the CEOs directly, their contact number, their emails, and the more about their firms. So now we are going to see how Apollo actually works. But before we start with this, I want to make one thing very clear, which is that you can run Apollo scraper in Apify itself, but you cannot do it with make.com if you do not have a premium account. This is because Apollo doesn't allow the free users to actually get that information into Google Sheets. So you can run it here. I'm going to also show it how you can get that information. But it's just that if you are on a free trial, you can have that information there itself, not in your Google Sheets or your specific CRM. Okay, so let's first start with the Apollo scraper. You're going to add it the same way that you did with the Google Maps email extractor. So come to Apify, then again go to actors. You need to come to Apify store here. And right now you need to search the Apollo scraper. It's here. Apollo scraper scrape up to 50k leads. Okay, so you can do it. So we have the search URL. So I'll tell you where you can find this search URL. For it, you need to go to Apollo, and this we have the website apollo.io, and this is the place where you are going to select the type of the industry, the job titles, the location, every single detail. So let's quickly see how we can do this. So now we have the people here, and yeah, so we have the list, persona, email status, job titles, company lookalikes, and the location, employees, every single thing, right? Job title I want as CEOs only, CEOs and the founders. Okay, you can choose it like, you can choose it the way you want, such as if you want the list of the CTOs of that particular company, if you want the list of the CMOs, then you can change it here. But let's just go with the CEOs. Now, in the locations, let's just cancel it out and let it be New York, United States, and I'll select here consultant. Okay. Then we have the management consulting option here, computer software, financial services. So it's according to you, CEOs of companies in New York, United States, who are into management consulting. It's employees, let it be like this. Okay, so now we have the list here, such as chief executive officer, CEO of this particular company, and we have their name here, and you can access the email and the mobile number from here. So we we've seen that you need to paste the searched URL while running this actor. So where will you find this URL? So that URL is going to be the one which is here. So you'll just copy it from here and come to your Apollo scraper. So if you want to choose the number of records that you want, such as 50, 100, maybe 500, so here you can scrape up to 50,000 leads. Okay, but we do not want to waste our free credits right now. I'll just choose 100. Okay, so total number of records, let it be 100. And since I mentioned that you cannot get this data into your Google Sheet directly using the automation right now, so we'll just save and start this scraper here itself. So you need to click on save and start. The actor is getting your data. You have their first name, you have their last name, you have that email, their personal email, organization name, you have their website, you have that LinkedIn, you have their website, you have their LinkedIn URL. This is literally all information you need if you want to reach out to somebody. Okay, so if you want to export this list, come here and click on export, and now you have the option of export your data set. You can choose the format that you want, such as CSV, XML, Excel, and you can also select the fields that you want, such as first name, personal emails, organization, website URL, LinkedIn URL, industry, and country. So overview, sort it out, CSV, and omit fields. That's optional. It's going to get it. Now, after that, you've selected the fields that you want. What you can do is just simply click on download it from. Simply click on download, and your sheet is going to be downloaded, and now you can open it into your Google Sheets. So if you have the premium, you can actually set up the workflow, but if you don't have it, you can do it like this. Okay, so now let's first see how actually you can set up this workflow. So I can go to this one, and again I'll just click on tools, and this time it's going to be the URL. So you can go to Apollo first, then copy the URL, and in this tools section you can just paste the URL and the workflow will be executed. So I'll just go to URL and I'll click on set variable, and this time let's name it as URL. Okay, and click on save. Now add another modules. You have to add Apify here, then click on run a task. You have to select the Apollo scraper here and click on yes, and then just come to this show advanced setting, input JSON, and go again to this one. Just cancel this out here and click on input, and input, and just copy it. Okay, so just copy it here and again come to your workflow and you can paste your JSON. Now as you can see, there is a URL option here. Okay, so the same way that we did with the niche one, you can just come here and you can just cancel this out and just choose on the URL option. So it is going to go to the, so now when you choose the URL, Once you paste it here, it's going to completely execute the workflow. And then you need to click on the save option and again add another module. Basically the same steps, and then go to Apify, click on get dataset items and dataset ID. Where's the dataset ID? Default dataset ID, and click on save. And again, here we are going to set our Google Sheets. So go to Google Sheets and click on add a row and add in the name of your spreadsheet. I'm going to show you how you can add in the list of those leads into your Google Sheet that we scraped using the Apollo scraper. Okay, so click on upload here and you need to choose your file. Okay, so we have it here dataset Apollo, and instead of create new sheet you need to click on append to current sheet and let it be like this and import data. So when you come here, look at here, you have their first name, you have their personal emails. Then we have their LinkedIn URL, the best part, and then we have their organization website, we have the state, and we have the phone number as well. So this is also successfully executed. You can come to your workflow once again. If you want the leads to your new Google Sheet, then we'll choose the spreadsheet ID again as lead gen, where it is lead gen, and this time we are going to change the sheet name to sheet 2. And yeah, and this is how you can just configure it. So if you have the Apify Pro account, then you can just simply configure it here the same way that you did with the Google Maps email extractor. So I'll click on save here and we have our workflow. Now as you can see, we built this system in less than an hour, and you have 150 plus qualified leads that you can actually convert. This is a very simple workflow. We just used Apify Scraper, Google Sheets, and Make.com to build this. Now let's look at our leads. So here we have it. Using the Apollo Scraper, we have 100 plus leads, and using the Google Maps extractor, we also have 50 plus leads. You can change the number, the industry, the location, the job titles, the company size, every single thing when you're doing this. But this just makes everything so easier because in one click now this workflow is completely set up, right? So you can, whenever you want to run this, you want list of some other sort of niche, so you can just simply add in that list. You can just simply add in the niche and you have leads in front of you without any effort. This is literally a game changer. Now one last time, let's do it with another niche, such as, let's say, real estate agents. So I'll go to this tools option, and instead of business consultants, I'll click on real estate agents, and I'll just save it here. And because I don't want the Apollo scraper to run right now, I'll just unlink it from here, and this workflow is ready to be executed. So I'll just again click on lead gen and then add another sheet, and this time it's the sheet 3. Okay, so again go to your workflow. Let's first name it. We've changed the name of this workflow, and let's now click on the run once. We have the niche here, we have the niche as real estate agents, and the Google Sheets, we need to come here once again and go to the sheet 1 and change the sheet name to sheet number 3 and click on save. Okay. Now open your Google Sheets here, and in the sheet 3 we have the list of the real estate agents. We have their contact number, we also have their emails, and we even have their LinkedIn, we have their websites. That is why this system is the ultimate lead generation automation that you require in 2025. Yes, we built a system like this in less than an hour, and we did not even write a single line of code. That's amazing, right? Now that you have leads, how are you going to turn them into paying customers? You have two ways for it. Either you can run a personalized cold email campaign, or you can do cold calling. I would highly recommend you running personalized cold email campaign because it definitely works. The person feels that you have researched about them well and they respond to your emails and you can solve their problem. If you are a freelancer, you can sell this system to businesses and solve their problems, or use this to find clients for you. or if you're a business, you can use this to find high paying clients for you. This is the ultimate lead generation automation that you need. Now, how will you run this personalized email campaign? For it, either you'll scrape their LinkedIn URL or their websites. And if you want me to help you build those personalized email campaign system that is going to generate personalized emails for you, then make sure you drop in comments. And if you found this video helpful, then do subscribe to this channel. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.